I must have been 14 at the time. Girls in my class were getting their arms and legs waxed, their eyebrows shaped, and fine hair on their faces cleaned. They all looked polished, but some of them had started to look beautiful. Um, really beautiful. I couldn't take my eyes off them, and they had suddenly become so popular across classes, boys having secret crushes on them, that, by the way, was very evident and not really a secret, as it usually ends up in high school. When they stood next to me, I could clearly observe the stark difference between their fair, smooth arms and mine, overshadowed by fine but dark colored hair. When I asked Mum if I too could get my makeover done just like my friends, she gave me a stern no. How you look shouldn't define you, she used to say. So I had to wait a few years before I sneaked out for my first visit to a beauty salon. For many years, I didn't care how I looked, even though I had strangers tell me how blessed I was to have stunningly beautiful features. I never felt beautiful myself. I avoided looking at myself in the mirror. I was never happy with my body. I had always been a size small, sometimes even extra small. We all know how brand sizing isn't always consistent. Despite that, I invariably managed to pinch out a bulge and convince myself that my body wasn't perfect. Self confidence was non existent. Years later, when I now look at pictures of my younger self, I want to tell her that she was no less than perfect. Decades later, when I bought my first house, I decorated it with all my heart. And only after I lived in it for a few years did I realize that one crucial bit was missing. My house did not have the tiniest dedicated space to get ready, to do my hair, a little skincare, to do a fit check, and just see how the world would see me today. I've corrected that since. I now have a little dressing corner in my bedroom where I spend time getting ready for the day and winding down after a long day. I made the time and space for self care because it's more than the 10-step routine that the beauty influencers convince us to follow. Self care is loving oneself enough to look into the mirror, to admire the beauty and the flaws, and investing enough time and resources because we acknowledge that we're truly worth it. Even though my pictures from over the years may disagree, I finally feel my most beautiful self now.